The 7 principles of Huna embody a deep spiritual and philosophical framework rooted in ancient Hawaiian culture. Huna, which translates to secret or hidden knowledge, presents a holistic approach to comprehending and navigating life's complexities. It embraces the notion that each individual possesses an innate ability to access their inner power and manifest positive transformations in their lives. By aligning with the 7 principles of Huna, one can unlock their hidden potential and forge a purposeful, balanced, and abundant life. Serge Kahili King has written extensively about the Huna philosophy and its interconnectedness with nature. Based on his teachings, here are some of the principles associated with the shamanistic practices in Huna. The principle of Ike, knowledge. In the Hawaiian language, Ike means knowledge. The underlying concept of this principle is that knowledge empowers and influences. The more knowledge you acquire about something, the greater potential influence you possess over it, and the more effective your ability to act becomes. For instance, a deeper understanding of engineering grants you power over various aspects within that field. Similarly, knowledge about weather enables you to influence it by understanding how to bring about desired effects. Shamanistic magic often takes into account the mental and emotional causes and effects, even in phenomena like weather, which contributes to its ability to produce seemingly miraculous outcomes. The extent of power directly corresponds to the extent of knowledge. When you truly know yourself, your capabilities, talents, and potentials, and possess such comprehensive understanding that you can manifest them at will, you wield immense power. Once you have mastery over yourself, you gain control over the circumstances surrounding you. This principle extends beyond magic. It is a fundamental aspect of life that you shape your own experiences through the workings of your mind. The ancient Kahuna shamans dedicated significant time to self-knowledge, self-discipline, and self-expansion. The corollary of names. The understanding that names hold power has been an integral part of magical traditions throughout history. However, over time, this idea has been distorted to the extent that some believe merely uttering a secret name will yield miraculous results. Yet the pursuit of such names is ultimately futile. The true essence lies in recognizing that names serve as descriptions. The true name of something encapsulates a complete description or comprehensive knowledge of that entity. As mentioned earlier, knowledge bestows power. The utilization of ancient languages in magical practices, such as Hebrew, Polynesian, or Sanskrit, does not stem from a special inherent quality or a mere aura of mystery. Rather, names in these languages often contain profound information concealed within their roots and structure. Furthermore, knowing the true name of something implies a depth of understanding that surpasses mere words and delves into direct experiential knowledge. Names also play a role in associative practices within various forms of shamanic work. For instance, among Polynesian Kahuna shamans, the use of a specific fish, vegetable, or herb in a ritual holds significance because its name carries hidden meaning. The power derived from this lies in the association formed within the shaman's subconscious mind between the object's name and its concealed or symbolic significance. As an illustration, the kava plant was extensively employed in ancient Hawaiian rituals due to its additional meaning of channeling power. Thus, the mere act of using the kava and invoking its name triggers an inner process that generates power. While compared to ancient languages, English may appear as a less potent form of verbal expression. An understanding of the origins of English words can still prove valuable to English-speaking shamans. Despite the aforementioned points, specific words or combinations of sounds have the ability to transform or expand one's perception of reality. It is not a matter of uttering a magic word like abracadabra and expecting instantaneous results. Rather, it involves using particular words to induce a shift in one's state of consciousness. An exemplary case that yields remarkable outcomes is the Sanskrit word Om, often pronounced as Aum. When the body is relaxed, repeating this sound can swiftly evoke sensations of lightness, energy flow, and facilitate a transition into what is now recognized as an alpha state of consciousness. Although the Sanskrit word is associated with the qualities of a divine being called Ishwara, one can experience its power without even being aware of this connection. Its potency may be attributed to the fact that countless individuals have been chanting it for centuries. Another single word with similar effects is Oya-io, pronounced as Oya-i-o, which is the Hawaiian term for truth, or, according to some Polynesians, God. Groups of words employed in chants possess the capability to alter states of consciousness, partly due to the rhythm and sound frequencies they encompass. The practitioner's environment and mental state are also crucial factors. Not only do appropriate sounds induce an altered state, but they can also generate a substantial amount of energy. Examples include the Hindu chant Om Mani Padme Hum, the Nichiren Shoshu chant Nameo Horenja Kyo, and the Hawaiian chant Aumakua Kia Manawa. However, virtually any group of words chanted rhythmically can induce an altered state. As Krishnamurti remarked, even Coca-Cola can accomplish this. Lastly, certain words hold potent associations for specific individuals, and discovering or programming them for personal use can yield profound effects. The principle of Kela, freedom. Similar to Ike, the Hawaiian term Kela possesses multiple meanings. Another interpretation of this principle is, there are no limits. This encompasses the understanding that, while inherent limits do not actually exist, we have the ability to create our own limits, much like in games, and perceive phenomena within the framework of these self-imposed boundaries. Recognizing that all limits are arbitrary can prove immensely beneficial for a practicing shaman. The corollary of infinite data. Put simply, this principle signifies that there is always something new to discover. The wellspring of knowledge is boundless, and there will never be an end to the things we can learn. At the close of the 19th century, a director of patents in the U.S. government resigned and proposed the abolition of the U.S. Patent Office, claiming that everything had already been invented. Consider the vast advancements made since that time. Knowledge knows no bounds because the universe itself is infinite, offering an immeasurable array of subjects to explore. A shamanic practitioner who believes they have exhausted all learning and no longer need to acquire new knowledge regresses. Such an individual fails to grasp the infinitely creative nature of the universe. The corollary of infinite dimensions. If you are well versed in science fiction literature, the concept I'm about to discuss may resonate with you. What I propose is that at this very moment, there exists an infinite array of parallel, vertical, and perpendicular dimensions within the same space you currently occupy. To illustrate, our perception of physical reality is limited to certain narrow frequency ranges that we refer to as sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Frequencies outside of these ranges, such as ultraviolet light, X-rays, gamma rays, radio waves, and television waves, lie beyond our direct perception, although they may produce observable physical effects. Now, consider the possibility of physical beings similar to ourselves, but with perceptual doorways slightly askew from ours. In such a scenario, they could coexist in the same space without our awareness. Your living room could house a university campus, or your kitchen could transform into a forest. If this notion appears too far-fetched, contemplate the fact that you currently share space with countless television and radio broadcasts. Furthermore, this corollary encompasses the idea that no two beings perceive the world in the exact same way, even within our own dimension. While we may agree on certain generalities, such as multiple individuals observing a painting, each person's experience may differ. One may focus on the artistic technique or the artwork itself, another may appreciate its composition or beauty, and a third may attend to the frame, canvas, and the nature of the paint. While this example is simplistic, it highlights the variability of individual experiences. Moreover, people's perceptions are influenced by their beliefs and attitudes toward the world. One may see life as a joyous adventure, while another may view it as a realm of sorrow. Hence, the concept of infinite dimensions suggests that we have the capacity to alter our circumstances and transcend apparent destinies by re-evaluating our beliefs and making conscious choices. The corollary of infinite energy. This principle encompasses the understanding that energy is boundless and that everything within this dimension is fundamentally energy. In this context, the governing principles of electromagnetism apply. Thoughts, emotions, and physical matter are all forms of energy. Within this corollary, concepts such as voltage, current, resistance, fields, and frequencies are just as relevant and applicable in the realms of the mind and emotions as they are in the physical realm. The principle of Makia, focus. An alternate interpretation of this principle is that energy flows where attention goes. This principle directly relates to concepts like manifestation, karma, and telepathy. highlighting the significance of directing our attention and intention in influencing energetic outcomes. The corollary of cause and effect. This corollary aligns with the foundational principle of Western science, asserting that the same actions under the same conditions will yield consistent results. It mirrors the experimental process employed in modern laboratories, wherein reproducing a desired effect entails duplicating every aspect of the original experiment. Introduction of a variable, such as a different condition or action, is likely to yield different results. While shamanistic magic deals with subtle energies, it expands the range of variables to include factors like mental attitude, emotional state, and lunar phases. On a deeper level, Huna presents the idea that we, encompassing the subconscious self, conscious self, and superconscious God self, are the ultimate cause of all the effects we experience.